I thought it'd be interesting to see what kind of responses I'd get if I started asking these guys some more practical questions. So here's Carlo on going to a job interview. Hello and a good and happy day to you this day of your time, people. I am Carlo, and I've been asked to offer some advice on how you should proceed before going to a job interview. And so, first of all, before going to the job interview, are you checking in with yourself with what circumstances arose that put you in this situation? Are they a result of you following your joy and your passion to the highest of your capability at any given moment, or are you instead clinging on to some idea of yourself or to some limitations of a practical situation? And in that case, do you wish to proceed in this direction, or do you believe that you can proceed in any other direction? And with that progress, do you feel you could possibly create a more beneficial situation to yourself? If that is the case, then you should instead be asking yourself, how do I need to change my actions to accommodate my desires? Desires not understood in the Buddhist sense of something destructive burning you up, but more in the sense of your let us use the word ideals. It is on a soul level, you go about it in that way that you set certain aims for yourself. It is not to say that these aims are better than anything else, but understand that you do need some sense of direction or framework to go anywhere. And since you are going, that is your nature, this process unfolding, you do need to have some set of goals or aims or ideals or desires, be it or call it whatever you may. However, we would then advise you that if this job interview is in alignment with your current desires and you do feel a great deal of joy and excitement when you are drawn to this opportunity, that you take time to center yourself in proper ways. This can be done in a multitude of ways. Of course, you have your rudimentary techniques who are quite necessary. We would advise you then to sleep properly if you can, but if you can't, then simply sit and breathe for a while or drink some water. These are basic advices. Then other more let us say not advanced techniques, but more techniques of perspective you can use is you can view the whole situation as a sort of theatrical performance in which you are playing an equal part. So this situation is being written not only by you but also the other participants, but you are equally so a co-writer of this situation, and you are able to write it in whatever way you please. Know that this situation would not have arisen if the other people participating in it had not also given their allowance, so to speak, or had allowed for this situation to play out, and they are also looking for the most fortuitous, positive, highest joy and excitement in this situation. They may have other shortcomings or um, barricades blocking them, different blocks within that may be holding them back from going into this situation. But notice then that you following your joy and excitement will be very contagious, and if it is not, then you are most certain that this situation is not one that you want to follow, and that it is a situation that you sought out to teach yourself a different type of lesson than engaging in a job interview. Notice that if you, as you say, go with your gut, you will get good. It is very good way to go about it. You can then get whatever there is of benefit to gather from whatever situation. And if your gut reacts in an adverse way, you know then that this situation is more to teach you, let us say, a lesson of digestion, much as if you receive indigestion, you have learned a valuable lesson on how not to eat. It is not much different with your responses to your outer circumstances. Notice that from our evolutionary perspective, having proceeded a great deal further in the process of integrating energies and our emotions into our existence than you have at present, we have come to see many of our outer situations, much as you see your basic food or nourishment, as situations we entangle ourselves in, so to speak, or we ingest in order to consume and process them and to grow from them. So these are exactly the same situations, except it is, of course, not as tangible at all in interactions with other people, because you are not eating them, so to speak. You are not consuming them. That they are still there, but they also are in an integrated process of change, where they are willing to let in and exchange with your energies. And these very fruitful processes, this is the good thing about interactions instead of consumption or digestion, is that this is also very fruitful in it, that it may bring about actually other material substances. So not only are the energies growing, and you and the people you are interacting with are changing in any given situation, but the material unfoldment of what is going on in your 3D material universe is also changing and becoming more fruitful. And you see more and more ideas, both in the small, let us say, artisan or crafts like departments, where um, people are more and more learning to enjoy and express themselves on a personal level through their preferred style and medium of craft. So this is a place where it is taking place, but it is also, of course, taking place on the more highly technological level, where you are experiencing different quantum leaps in regards to, for instance, your um, understanding of virtual intelligence and how to create procedural intelligence out of static circuitries. So this is a place where there will be much to gain. So in that sense, we will remind you that every interaction you are participating in is an interaction that you have invited along with the people participating in it. And so nothing can, in that sense, ever go wrong. And we wish for you only that this will be oh yes, it will be a way shower of sorts, a lantern in the dark, lighthouse, where you can then navigate where you are going from. So these opportunities are also always occasions to um, savor the unpredictability of life, and do that before you go into these situations. Instead of becoming tense or stressful, you might just enjoy that things are so very highly unpredictable, that right now the gods are, metaphorically speaking, rolling their dice and seeing what may happen in your existence. And your knowing in that sense is unfulfilled, and this allows for you to feel this opening sense of tingling energy that may be experienced as anxiety, but is really simply the potential energy of the universe bubbling up in your innards, so to speak. And then we return to this element of the visible truth. You will there in your organs find a great opportunity to um, sense what is right and wrong for you in every given situation. You already know these things, but it is often we sense pleasant for people to have them drawn out or expressed in this manner, and we offer always our undying love, guidance, and um, acceptance of you and to you. May you be well this day, humans, and we will see you in another interaction on another point in your idea of time as you created to exist. Goodbye.